Welcome back to my channel. This video is all about you, Sagittarius. This is what is coming in March of 2020 for Sagittarius. So you have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 has a gypsum rosette or a desert rose or gypsy rose. Pile number 2 has a amethyst chunk. And pile number 3 has a piece of pyrite. So go ahead and choose which pile resonates with you. And as you're looking, I just want to take a moment to say that if you like my readings, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified of when I upload, which is daily. Like the video, drop a comment down below, tell me how it resonated with you, what's going on in your life. Tell me a little bit about you, gorgeous Sagittarius. I want to know about you. I want to know what you're going through, and I want to be here to help you. So again, pile number 1, the gypsum rosette. Pile number 2, the chunk of amethyst. And pile number 3, the pyrite. Go ahead, if you need a little bit more time, pause the video. We're going to go ahead and get started. 3, 2, and pile number 1. You chose the gypsum rosette, or gypsy rose, or desert rose. Very pretty stone, or mineral. We have 2 sets of cards here. This is your career and finance reading, and this is your love reading. So we're going to go ahead and we'll get started with the love reading. We have new love. The Ace of Cups is an offer of new love coming in. That's always a good way to start out a love reading. We have the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is a card of victory. It can be sort of like victory, but at what cost? It could be you get asked out by that guy you like, but your friend also liked him and now she won't speak to you for 3 days. But you're still victorious, if that makes sense. It just is a little bit lessened by the pang of hurting your friend. We have a solid new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. This isn't just a new beginning in love. This is a solid new beginning for a real relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's going to be more. You've got a solid new start here. You've got the Lovers card. Yeah, do I need to say more? The love reading. You've got the Lovers card. You've got the Ace of Cups. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. You have a new beginning in love here, Sagittarius. We have the Queen of Cups. This is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This is a woman who's really loving and caring. It can be a man too. The Queen of Cups usually speaks more about feminine energy though. So this is someone who is very loving and caring, a fantastic mother. They're the one that always makes sure that their kids have like a granola bar in their backpack and a bottle of water. They, they're just constantly there to say, I love you, and do the things that mean something to those children because they really care. They're a really loving person. And they recognize you. 6 of Wands. This is a card of recognition of the pat on the back, of good job, of you're doing the thing, of yeah, you're a hero, or yeah, you did that amazing thing that nobody was able to figure out. And you put the work in. The 8 of Pentacles. And are you kidding me? You have the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Lovers card, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. You have got love. You've got love coming in. Sagittarius, pile number 1. What's coming in for you? True love. You get this offer of love, maybe a date. And again, it might upset somebody in your life, maybe a friend or a family member. But it's a solid new beginning with this person. There's someone that you really can see yourself with. I mean, you've got the Lovers card. You've got the King and Queen of Cups. They're a pair. You recognize them. Maybe you recognize them as your soulmate. You recognize them for who they are. So you're willing to put in the work with them. Yeah. So what I see for coming in love for 2020 in relationships for you, Sagittarius pile number 1, is you've got an exciting, loving, solid new beginning coming with someone that you really love, that really loves you, someone who is your soulmate. And they recognize it, and you recognize it, so you're willing to put the work in with them. And that is beautiful. That's beautiful. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Look at this. Look at what you're doing. That's gorgeous. Yeah. So the other possibility is you may have this new love that you think is really solid, that you really, really love, but you kind of got to fight for it a little bit. And when you fight for it, you recognize it for what it is, and you're willing to put the work in and fight for it because you see them as your other half. So March of 2020 for love looks really beautiful for you, Sagittarius pile number 1. Yeah, that's gorgeous. The other possibility is this could be a friend that you really didn't think about as anything other than a friend until something happens and they come to your rescue about something. And yeah, very interesting. You've got a really good month in love coming in. Let's see how your career and finances are. We have the Knight of Wands. This has you starting out in an exciting way, moving forward with abandon. And trusting your intuition, knowing that you know the things you're supposed to know, knowing that you can trust your intuition, you can trust your gut. And we see the Six of Pentacles. This is a give and take relationship, a give and take work relationship. This is a company that takes care of you, that has an IRA, has a 401k, allows profit sharing, things like that. They really make sure you get what you put in, and you love it. You love this job, or this career field. You have the King of Cups. This is someone who loves what they do. They find the jolly, the happy, the good in everything. They might overindulge. They might overwork a little bit. You might be a little bit of a workaholic. But here we have again, trust your intuition. The moon speaks of listening to your shadow side, of trusting your gut, of going within, of facing the things that might scare you about yourself a little bit. We have the Eight of Athames. So it could be that you trusted someone and they broke your trust. Or it could be that in the past you were put in this position, so you're wary now of being put back there. But we have the Two of Pentacles telling you that you need to decide on having some balance in your life, because you have a good relationship here. The Four of Wands is, it's usually seen as the marriage card or the twin flame card. I've said it before. I'm an older lady. I see the twin flame thing as something new. Plato's teachings speak of your soulmate and your soul kin. So that's kind of what I go for. So if you hear me say soulmate, I'm talking of today's idea of the twin flame. But to Plato, you only had one soulmate, but you had many soul kin that you would experience time and time again throughout your lives. And we have the Wheel of the Year, the Wheel of Fortune, saying everything is turning in your favor. So let's bring this closer so you can see it a little better. You have 1, 2, 3 major arcana. So this isn't a massively important situation. But you're moving forward in an exciting new way for your career. You're trusting your intuition, and you're in a job that is very equal give and take. You're putting maybe too much work in, but you have to trust your intuition and decide if you are putting too much work in, that it's detrimental to you. But if you make the choice to commit to this job, things change for you. Life is good. I don't see this as being victimized or being, beaten down, but it could be that you got excited, you took this new job that you thought would be fantastic and would be a give and take, And instead of being fantastic, you've been, sort of berated and manipulated and been made to feel bad about yourself. And you make a decision that, you deserve the real thing. And so you leave this job and you find another that's better suited to you. The other possibility is that you have an intuition about something and you move forward with it in your work because you want to create this balanced relationship with someone that you care about at work. And you were worried that it wouldn't be well received, but you were able to balance the bad and the good enough that it was well received, and they took it fine, and they moved on, and they did the thing they were supposed to do so that you were able to profit from it. So what I see coming in for your career and finances for March of 2020, pile number 1, Sagittarius, is trust your intuition. Don't get yourself into any situation that has you feeling like a victim or has you feeling hurt in any way. And if you are in a situation like that, speak up about it. Say something, make it known, and look for the balance in this situation. Because if they're not willing to balance, if they're not willing to have this give and take with you, you can do better, and you should do better for yourself, for your own sanity and health, physical and mental. So that is what I have for you, pile number 1, you gorgeous Sagittarians. You guys are so amazing. My mother is a Sagittarian, and she is a force to be reckoned with. She is the perfect hostess and just fun, and and so I love Sagittarius. You guys are such a beautiful sign, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend some time with me, Sag. Pile number 1, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Pile number 2, you chose the amethyst. And the neat thing about amethysts and geodes in general is they just look like regular rocks. You have no idea what's inside of them until you open them up and find the jewel. And that tends to be the truth with most people. You don't always know what someone is like until you open them up and you find the jewel inside. Maybe that has to do with you or someone you're dealing with, pile number 2, Sagittarius. I have no idea. That's just what came into my mind to say. We have 2 stacks here. This is your love and romance and relationship reading, and this is your career and finance reading. We're going to start with love and relationships, and we have the devil. The devil speaks of taking things to the excess. Drinking too much, partying too much, loving too much. It can also be a Capricorn that you are interested in. The devil speaks of, it can also be needing to have time to have fun, that you're not taking time out to have fun anymore. And you need to, sort of engage in your devilish side and have a little bit of fun in life. Otherwise, it's kind of boring. So that's how we start out with your relationship reading. And then we move into heartbreak, loss, betrayal. Maybe someone cheated on you. Someone really overdid something that really hurt you. But you move forward. You move on. You don't let it stop you. You're fiery, you're passionate, you're exciting, and you're not gonna let this pain, you're not gonna let this bad stuff in your past stop you from being who you are. You've been hurt. You've been hurt badly. The 8 of Swords is a card of feeling like a victim, of feeling stuck, of feeling trapped. I'm going to say that in the past, pile number 2, you may have been in a very bad relationship. You may have been with someone who was really controlling, who really hurt you badly, who sort of jumped in and out all the time and kind of made you feel like you were the victim. But you're strong now. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very strong. There's someone who understands the material world and how to make it work for them. They know how to get money out of anything. They don't tend to harm people, but like they could sell snow to someone living in Antarctica. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is the card of Aries. It's a card of taking control over your life, of taking action. We have the Six of Cups. This is either someone from your past coming back, dwelling on a past relationship, going back home, reliving moments in the past that happened. But we have the Sun card in your outcome saying, no matter what you've been through, no matter what pain, no matter what terrible things have happened, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. All right. Pile number 2, Sagittarius. In your love and relationships right now, you may have someone that you are obsessed with or were obsessed with in the past. Someone that really hurt you, that sort of took you for a ride and strung you along and made you feel really bad about yourself. But you're either going to get out of that relationship and stand strong and take control of your life and try to move forward in a healthier, happier way, and you do, or you had this relationship in your past that made you feel this way, and you are very wary now of getting back there. So you're holding on very tightly to your heart and not letting anybody in. You're taking control of your life and your heart, and you're not allowing your inner child to come out and play. But eventually you won't have a choice, and you'll have to work that out, and things will turn out okay. You have 3 major arcana in this situation. Let me just take another quick look here. I'm sorry I was so quiet there for a minute. I'm trying to find another possibility in here. We have the Devil card, which speaks of excess. So maybe you had your heart really broken hard by someone you thought you could trust. And they made you feel like a victim, and you've decided never again. I'm not going to be this loving, open person. I'm going to be the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to be loving to a point, but I'm not going to let anybody in that doesn't work for me. I'm going to take control of my life, and I'm going to lock down this, past childhood of, pain, or lock down this past, excitement of meeting this person that I was really, sort of in love with. And I'm going to move forward and be happier by guarding my heart a little more. But truthfully, I see you coming in. We come into a bad situation. So maybe there's someone that you really have a crush on that kind of hurt your heart in a way by saying things like, oh, I wish I could have a girl just like you, but not you, or things of that nature. But you cut them out. You stop this because you don't deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve to be someone respected and loved and adored and cared for, someone who knows how to respect, love, and care for others. You deserve to take action and take control of your life and feel the excitement and joy of being happy, of being like a child again. And you get there. You really get there with a little bit of help. So pile number 2, if you're going through a hard time, if you're dealing with an abusive partner, or you're dealing with a friend that you're in love with that you think is a friend, and they're treating you like this and hurting your heart and making you feel like a victim, like you'll never get anywhere, you need to get rid of them. Because you are so full of potential and so full of growth that once you take action, like, you skyrocket. You're a superstar. Super, super duper star. And things really work out for you. But get rid of this person who hurt you. Get them out of your life. Get them out of your heart. Get them out of your soul. Get them out. Because they don't deserve you. They probably cheated on you. They broke your heart. They put you in a place where you were left feeling like you were nothing. And gosh darn it, my beautiful, gorgeous Sagittarius, is you are not nothing. You know, the Knight of Wands, this is you. You are a strong, beautiful, independent badass. You can get in there with your wand and you are going to take that bad guy down and you are going to make him the victim because, God damn it, you're beautiful and you're amazing and you deserve someone who treats you like that. Someone who sees you as their son. Someone you see as your sun, the center of your solar system, and it's coming your way. You're going to get that. But you definitely have to let go of this toxic person first because you don't deserve the crap that they're bringing into your life. You're better than that. Love yourself because this person, if they're treating you like this, they don't love you. They don't care enough about you. And you are such a beautiful and amazing person that you deserve someone who does. Now let's look into your career and find out what's going on with your career in March of 2020. Sagittarius pile number 2. We have the Harvest card. The Harvest card is the card of judgment in other decks, and it speaks of something once thought dead coming back to life. So maybe a project that had once been put down that you really, really liked and were sad about is being restarted. We have the Seven of Wands here. This is a card of being a little bit wounded, a little bit guarded, a little bit unsure of things. She hears a noise, so she's heading for a wand to defend herself. But that noise is just a bird at the window. So this is saying something from the past is coming back and it's got you a little bit on edge. You're not sure how to take it. And the cards are telling you to take some time to really look at it. Do a pro and cons list. Take a look at it from a larger perspective in how it can affect your life and what you can do with it. We have the Hermit or the Holly King. This speaks of going inside yourself to find wisdom, also going outside of yourself to find wisdom. This could be you speaking with a counselor or a career counselor or someone at your job in the HR department about something going on that you need to cut out. And cards are telling you to be strong. This is the Strength card. Originally, strength is seen as a young woman pulling open the mouth of a lion, showing how strong she is. In this deck, she's no longer a young maiden. She's the crone. She's old enough to know she doesn't have to pull open the lion's mouth to get him to listen to her. She just has to listen to him. She's wiser now. She's older now. And she understands that through strength, she can do anything. And so can you. This is the She card. If you've ever heard of Banshee, it's Beansidhe. That's how it's actually spelled. And the She card tells you to temper yourself. In traditional decks, Rider-Waite decks, this is the Temperance card. You see all of these fae, all of these fairies are here, pulling on her earrings, trying to get her attention. And she knows she can't take her eye off this pot. If she puts too much of this liquid in there, kaboom. If she puts too little of this liquid in there, she won't get the result she's looking for. So no matter what is going on, she is tempering herself, she's centering herself, and she's focused on what she is doing. And that's what the cards are telling you to do right now. Because you have a new offer coming in. The Ace of Chalices or Ace of Cups is an offer of love, usually. In a career reading, this is an offer of a job that you're going to love. And the Two of Cups or Two of Chalices says this is your perfect job. Like if you could sit down and write your perfect job, notice, this would be the job you're getting, that you're being offered. Something from your past is coming back. And you're feeling a little on edge about it. But take the time to look into things. Talk to people that you trust. Stay strong and temper yourself. Maybe find a neutral perspective. Find a standpoint where you can look at things from a clear and reasoned standpoint. So you're not feeling a little paranoid. You're going, okay, so maybe all these people are trying to talk my ear off, but I'm not going to focus on them. I'm going to focus on my work so I can get stuff done. And you wind up loving this new project, and it's the perfect thing for you. And, you know, you're gold. I mean, the Two of Cups is perfection. In a love reading, it's your twin flame or soulmate. I prefer using the word soulmate. Most people know the word twin flame these days. When I grew up, I'm an old lady. When I grew up, Plato spoke of, not that Plato was alive when I grew up, I'm not that old, but Plato spoke of twin flames in the way that it was soulmates and soulkin. You have soulmates, the people that the person that is in your life every single lifetime. They're the person you are destined to be with. They are your other half. And then you have soulkin. These are the people that may or may not be in your life every single lifetime, but they're there to help you grow. They're there to help your journey along. They're there to make your life better in some way or teach you something. And that's kind of the station of belief I've gone with, to me, saying that everybody is a soulmate and then there's only the one twin flame. That's like, well, but why don't we just go with what Plato said and have the one soulmate and everyone else is soulkin? Because it seems like the same thing. But I guess twin flame is probably more of an exciting thing. But this is what I mean, in a career reading, this is not your twin flame. In a career reading, this is your heart's desire, the very thing you've always wanted in your life. And I see it as something that you never thought would happen for you. And you're kind of defensive. You're a little bit paranoid about it. You're kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. But if you take the time to really look at it and talk to people and stay strong and balance yourself, you're going to do great. Everything is looking beautiful for you in your career. I mean, you wind up in your perfect position. So stay strong. Look for advice. Look for, what you can do to cut things out that aren't working, what you can do to add things in that will help. But you've got it. You've got your love. You've got everything you love coming in. You've got your perfect job coming in for you. And that is what I see for you in your career reading, pile number 2, Sagittarius, for March 2020. Thank you for spending time with me. You are an absolute gem, and I love you, and I hope that March 2020 does bring you all the wonderful things, because you deserve it, Sagittarius, you fiery beauty. I love you very much. Have a good day. Sagittarius, pile number 3, that's your turn. You have the Pyrite. We have 2 sets of cards here. One is love and relationships, and one is career and finances. We're going to go ahead and get started with your love and relationship reading. You have the Hermit card. This is the major arcana card of Virgo, and it speaks of going within to find wisdom. So perhaps you are speaking with a marriage counselor, or a someone who runs a dating website or something, or a friend who might be on a dating website. We have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands speaks of conflict or conflict resolution. We have the 9 of Swords, a card of worry, a card of doubt, a card of stress, not sleeping. What's that all about? But then you get a sudden epiphany. The Ace of Swords brings a clarity in some situation. You realize you have a decision to make. You have to look long term at what you want to do. You've been putting off making this decision. The 2 of Swords says you have a decision to make and you haven't been making it. You deserve a give and take balanced relationship. The 6 of Pentacles is that. She gives and she takes. She makes sure everybody has what they need to have a happy family. The 10 of Pentacles is the happy family card. It is a card of financial success, of having everything you need in life. So what I see for you in love and relationships, pile number 3, Sagittarius, is that you're kind of going inside of yourself and maybe having a battle with yourself about something that's really stressing you out in your relationship. Maybe a new idea, a new way of looking at things, a choice that you have to make that you've kind of been holding off on. Like, you want a fair and balanced relationship and you're starting to realize you're not going to get it with this person. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of staying up at night worrying about maybe they overspend money. You're tired of fighting about money. You're tired of worrying about it. And you have the epiphany that you deserve better. So you make the change necessary. You make the choice necessary to move forward so you can get into a relationship you deserve with someone who treats you fair and balanced, like, the beautiful person that you are. And you get that. You get that perfect relationship. The 10 of Pentacles, the happy family card. It all comes in for you, Sagittarius. Your other possibility is that you've kind of been going within and beating yourself up lately about something that is stressing you out. And you have a sudden revelation that you shouldn't do that. That changes the way you look at things, the way you approach things, and allows you to come at yourself from a more balanced perspective where you love yourself, you love your life, and you love the things around you. And that is absolutely beautiful, because you can't start a relationship with someone else until you love yourself. And I kind of see you going through that. The other possibility, again, is you have someone you're butting heads with in a relationship and it's stressing you out, but you change the way you look at something within that butting heads that's going on, and you change the way you deal with them, and you both are more balanced and happier moving forward. Either way, I would say if something is stressing you out, look at what you can do to change it, to, make a choice to get out of it. Because you deserve to be happy. You deserve good things. You don't deserve a relationship where you're fighting all the time and stressed out constantly. And I see you making the changes necessary to get the relationship you deserve, Sagittarius. And that is important because you are amazing and you deserve an amazing relationship. So let's take a look at your career and finances. We have the Death card, which means you're going through a change at the moment. Either you have taken on some new responsibilities at work, gotten a promotion, or you have let some responsibilities go. Maybe you've stepped back from a job you were doing, or maybe you have completely changed your work entirely. Maybe you used to be an actor and now you work at a library. Maybe you used to be a dental assistant and now you are an artist. And so you've made a change somewhere in your life to bring that happiness that you had when you were a child back in. The Six of Cups speaks of the going back to the past, reliving memories you had when you were a child, going back to your hometown perhaps. Maybe there's a change in your life. Maybe you've gotten divorced, so you've changed your where you're living. Maybe you moved back home with your mom and took the kids with you, and you're having a rough time, but I see you standing on your own 2 feet. The Nine of Pentacles has you standing independent and strong because you're a superstar. The star says this is divinely guided. You are amazing and you were meant to do this. You're a superstar. The Chariot says this situation is coming in quickly. There's a message about it coming in. The situation itself is coming quickly, or you're having to move back home. Maybe you're moving back home after a divorce, a major change in your life, a change in your job. But whatever it is, it leads you to a happier place. You find the job that you absolutely love, that you consider that your perfect job. And it brings you financial success. I mean, there we go. You start out with the Death card, which is this major change. You decide you need to have more fun, more life in your life. So you stand independent. Maybe you leave corporate America and you start working for yourself. And soon enough, you become a superstar. And it allows you to move forward in an exciting fashion, in a way that you love, in a job that you love, that brings you the financial success that you've always dreamed of. The other possibility is you're making a change in your job, and you're looking at it more in a way of, how can I make it more fun? And when you do that, you feel more independent. You feel more like a superstar. You feel more like, you're rushing forward into a happier place, a better place, a more financially successful place. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. So this is a major move. Perhaps you're changing careers to something you wanted to do when you were a kid. And now you're in a place financially where you can stand solid. You can do the thing and move forward in something that you absolutely love. And it brings you financial success. But yeah, I see you making a major change in your life to move more toward a place in your career where you're happier, where you're feeling more like a kid, where you're having a more, you do your job and enjoy it. You want to stand independent, but you also want to have fun and feel like you're being divinely guided. And this comes quickly. You find the perfect job for you and your finances grow. And that is what I have for you. Pile number 3 in your career and love reading for Sagittarius, March 2020. You are an amazing person, Sag. My mother is a Sagittarius, and she is hilarious and funny, and which is the same thing, and exciting and very dynamic. And I'm assuming you probably are too, because every Sagittarius that I've met has been that sort of fiery, amazing person. And I want to thank you very much for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you. And I hope that March of 2020 brings you all the amazing things that you absolutely deserve. Thank you again for spending time with me. If you're interested in the decks that I used the Green Witch Tarot by Moura and Kiri Østergaard Leonard, and the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore and Ali Fell. So, thank you very much for spending time with me, Sagittarius, and I hope you guys have a wonderful March 2020. Bye.